And I get what everybody is
My
saying.
question is, does she know that you doxed her? That's what I want to know.
I would think somebody told her. Like I didn't go.
I don't know if she knows that.
I'm sure they over there in them damn comments that they got their
yeah. And she don't know until she knows now. So what does that got to do with it again?
This is what I'm saying.
Talking about your character. You said crazy. Okay, let me say something. Let me try to mediate this real quick. Tyme, you were saying that you were disappointed that Chef couldn't speak up for your character and who you are as a friend. Chef is saying the reason why I didn't speak up for your character is because I know that you're a Pink Panther and that you dox Diamond and that you do be behind troll pages and that you could possibly be capable of doing this. Hold on, let me finish my sentence. Let me just finish my sentence. I'm just trying to translate what she's saying. What she's saying is, how can I stick my neck out for you, and even at where we are with our friendship right now, when I know the shit that you are capable of doing? I don't want no egg on my face later on if you are involved in this.
But I never said nothing about her defending me from opposition. What she does know I'm not capable of doing is setting nobody up. That's what I was talking about. It ain't got shit to do with the opposition. I've been accused of being troll pages before. She knows that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Nobody accusing me of being the opposition. She knows I ain't capable, and I ain't.
And when you had that troll page, that was just your troll. And when you had that troll page, you didn't work with a group. It was just your troll page. Okay, got it. So another thing they wanted to know is, in what way did she dox Dominic? Phone number, just the name, address.
I put up an old document that was out.
Oh, child.
Hey, AJ and the Bears, and I was blamed for that shit. I never doxed her. I would play your videos because I did not know that was you, T. Today is the first time I'm hearing this shit.
Well, they said Diamond finna stream T, so
they blamed me for doing that shit. And it was you all along, and you ain't say shit. You just gonna let motherfuckers blame me for doxing her?
I didn't know nobody blamed you.
Just to be clear to the audience, $2, the woman that you hear speaking saying that she was blamed, and she is telling the truth.
And they directing that the recordings. She never answered that question about the recordings.
Good catch, most hated.
Well, I have one other question. So if $2 played the videos on movie night that had the doxing information in it, did she also dox Diamond then?
She said she did it in a way where it blacked out the information, so she wasn't doxed.
Okay, I wasn't around then, but okay. And HB did say 90% of the people didn't know, but okay.
Okay.
They've been blaming me the last 2 years for doxing Diamond. I never doxed her. I had to block out shit from your page, and I played certain stuff on my page about her. I didn't put anything out there. AJ, it don't matter. You did it.
I don't know where you playing it.
You did it.
No.
What's up, Heartbreaker? Movie night was in 23, 2 years ago, T. That's when I started the recap.
Again, I didn't know they was blaming you today.
Are you kidding me?
Fucking with you like that.
T, that's when me and you was beefed out. I was beefed out every fucking body on this whole fucking side.
I never heard nobody blame you for being beefed out.
If I would have known, T, that you was behind the Pink Panther page, don't you think I would have said that shit when me and you was beefed out?
I didn't say it until recently. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay, they said Diamond in the stream, so maybe you can explain to her, T, that how old it was and what it was about, or whatever the case may be, because they said
it's some bull crap, like for real, T. Nobody.
Just so y'all do understand, when she said recently, she means recently this year. She did it 2 years ago, and she recently admitted to it this year. I just want to make sure we understand timelines.
Heard that people in my life, because I'm streaming right now, they ain't never heard that you was a Pink Panther. This shit is new.
Opposition just gifted you $2. Say thank you, I think.
Oh, thank you, Aki.
What was the Pink Panther doing? Was it going around trolling people? Yeah. Videos up. How many videos?
It's even more dangerous because it doxed her. Right. Like what? But you doxed.
Okay, I did.
But she's saying she don't set up.
I ain't set nobody up.
That is the setup. If you put her information out there.
That's not a setup.
That is a setup. Anybody who carry information not show up at her door. That is a setup.
All right, for the people who do not understand the danger behind doxing, let me help you understand that. You put someone's address out there, you don't know what person who might be infatuated, who might be low-key stalking them, who might be on the registry, and you got kids that live at your house. You have people that actively might want to bring some type of harm to you. So please and thank you, stop trying to downplay people knowing where you live. Because if that's the case, then why would they make it a big deal when somebody gets doxxed in the first place?
But let the record state that that is not a setup. A setup is not that.
Be a form of a setup, though. You putting somebody's address out there could put them in a dangerous setup. What if somebody? But hold on, so. But hold on, so.
But Frank, you have to understand words have context, right?
Right.
So when you put setup on it, it's giving it a different context because that is not a setup. In fact, that is actually not a setup.
So no worries. Let me help you understand something. So once Diamond information was put out, do y'all not recall when she claimed that people was coming to her house unannounced? That people were watching her? Do y'all not remember any of that? This came after her information was put out. I want to make sure we are clear. The dangers behind putting someone's address out.
But Bella, let's also, you could clock this. Diamond has a gala every year. Her information being put out, people are coming into town to go to her gala. They could go to her house.
Let's clock it as well.
They know she's not going to be home because she has an event. They know where she lives. Boom.
Exactly. That's a form of a setup.
You remember Diamond has a business, right? Ask me where her business
is though. So she doesn't have her personal address on her business.
It
Her
was.
personal
Her home
is-
address was her business address, and that's why it was easy to find. Trust me, I know this.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
this
gonna lie,
ain't
so
there.
I don't. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that. I don't. What we do know is that 2 years ago, this woman's address was put out and she had events. So when her address was put out, while she's over there having a good time and all that, God forbid somebody showed it to her shit and cleaned her the fuck out while she's over here celebrating her supporters. I'm just saying, just because these people don't like me does not mean I can't be honest and truthful and see the right and wrong in situations. But that's the dangers, just a small piece of the dangers of doxing and why it's problematic.
Agree with that, Bella, but what I'm saying, it wasn't a setup because the setup would mean that T was working with the other people going to her house. And that's not a setup. So you can't say it's a setup. You could say that she put her in danger, but it's in fact not a setup.
You know what? Because I did hear some of what happened, you might want to slow down as to why the word setup was used. I just realized why it was said, but it's not my responsibility. I don't want to persuade what y'all have to say. I just want to bring awareness to that one part. Let's keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down so somebody else can come up.
Addresses or nothing on that information.
Diamond is listening. Diamond is listening to you now, T. So can y'all give her opportunity to explain what is going on? Go ahead.
All right, one moment. All right, so we have Poozy in the panel.
Position, but I really want to participate in this.
So hold on, what did you just say?
If that's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you said what about the opposition?
I said, I know y'all probably heard that I feel like I think that you and Blaze is the opposition, but because there's no proof, can I please be a part of this case?
We have no dog in the fight. It ain't personal to us. I am what I answer to. So if I'm not the opposition, why would I take it personal?
Cool beans. All right, you can finish with the clip. I just wanted to be an OG on the panel that really know about this shit.
Okay. Let me see. So we do have a message. It says too many biased people on the jury today. It says, can the jurors take notes until the end? It also says, Chef care about a troll page, but not what HB was doing. Okay. Let's keep listening.
What am I explaining? That I was a pink panther?
Okay.
When they was my people
Trina just came back, Poozy.
when they was putting stuff, they was trying to sabotage me and my platform. And Diamond knows it's true because we even had to have a meeting with Nosy. They were telling calling people out. They were intimidating people from coming in my live. It was a whole bunch of shit like that. So when they were doing that, I created the Pink Panther page and just started putting up the videos and stuff of the stuff to show people like what the mafia was doing. And I also put up like some old shit, like it was like an old record that I had found. That's what I put up. It was her old record of like that.
It had her name and address on it.
It wasn't a new address. It was an old address.
All right. An old address, old record.
Hello?
You see the people in the comments saying they knew. Just because y'all don't hear every live I
Diamond is over there screaming. She said she never had an issue with you, T. She never would go that far with you.
We literally all had a meeting. Me, her, Nosy, and all of them. Because of what our people were doing. She knows. We had a whole meeting. We had to have a whole meeting because of the stuff that they were doing. On the back end. I've never talked about it on the
I have a question. Was that the first time she was ever doxxed?
No.
She was doxxed before that?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, it was old information.
No, I'm saying on this app, that was not the first time she was doxxed.
No, it was not. That's what I'm trying to say. It was old. I found it on another page.
I think Diamond's on the way.
It's on the way.
Perfect reflection.
I'm gonna drop. I'm
So with
going
the
back.
pen there.
Go, Tim. You don't move.
All right. Just to give y'all a warning, they was trying to listen in on each other lives. You're about to hear mad echoing going on. So be patient. It's not my phone.
Show. How is this a deflection?
Okay, but y'all let them talk, so no instigating and all that carry on. Because if this 2 years old, damn. I mean, what? I don't know. Maybe
How is this a deflection?
Yeah.
I literally said why I wasn't speaking on things. I literally
I
told
wasn't a set up person. It wasn't about the opposition.
set up. I never said you set anybody up. I never accused you of setting anybody up. What I said was you. Excuse me.
I wasn't talking about being in opposition. Our person came to your live and played a recording of Bryson saying that I was working with. Basically, she was saying that I was working with him to set her up. You knew I wouldn't do no shit like that. You knew that.
Thank you, Mills.
You knew that. You didn't say shit.
Okay. Well, you gonna tell me what I thought? Okay.
She said she wasn't coming, so we could stream her also if you want.
Oh no.
You don't want to. As long as she heard what was said, that's all that mattered to me. I ain't the one that it happened to.
I can't stream her response either.
Huh?
You don't want me to stream her response?
You should stream it. Why not? She's involved in
Okay,
this
Diamond is
timeline
claiming
now.
that was her first time being doxxed. If so, how did she know who the hell she was?
Right, exactly. There were other pages that got all that stuff. All the pictures that I had, other pages had that stuff up already. It was another page that had all that stuff up. They had diamond pages. They had all I did is took that stuff from the other pages and put it on the Panther page. She knows.
Oh my goodness, they messaging already. Just play it, Heartbreaker. Just play it.
All right, Tam, can you play it? Sorry, my iPad just died. Hold on.
They messaging already. Just play it, Heartbreaker. Just play it.
The only page I know about me being doxxed was the Pink Panther page. Was the first page that started it.
Messaging already. Just play it, Heartbreaker. Just page.
It's weird because she listening at the same time. So if she want to respond and stream it, she gotta turn hers down. But I'll turn it back up. It's just gonna echo though. If she want to respond and a stream it, she gotta turn hers down.
Okay, Tim.
But I'll turn it. It's just gonna echo. If she want to respond and a stream it, she gotta turn.
I'll pull up the
Damn, I need to hear though, Tim.
No, I'm sorry.
So hear me out, y'all. All right. The only page I know of me being doxing was starting the doxing thing was the Pink Panther. That was the only page that I know the Pink Panther had down in my, because I think when $2 was doing her movie night, $2 got her information from the Pink Panther page, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what $2 just said over here. She said she used
because everybody was saying around that time that $2 them was the one behind Pink Panther page. Everybody was saying that.
She just acknowledged that $2 was in fact blamed.
Everybody was saying that around that time. So it's so T-Time. When we had that meeting, right, with Nosy around that time, all in that meeting, right, you and Evans were basically like making it look like I was the bad guy, because I would tell you I ain't got no problem with you, but I would see some of the things that you were doing on the app when you were so-called like clicked up with them. After T-Time got upset with them, then T-Time outed them and said, oh, they was the man that came around, they was the one, Diamond, was trying to take down your show. They was gonna start going live. Like when you went to outing, lower freaking Evans, you went to outing them after y'all fell out. You was outing bro code them too, and you was trying to tell me certain things. But when we had that meeting with Nosy, right, that we wasn't supposed to speak on because all of us was on Roku together, I still ain't have a problem with you, T-Time, because even with the Roku show, right, I had you on my show. And even to this day now, when you see stuff that's going on with me, you still will reach out to me from time to time and say, hey, are you okay? So I'm confused of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, where was the beef? Because we ain't really had no beef like that.
Yes, we did. We squashed that beef in 2023. But before that, you know.
All right, so I'm going to pause it. Foxy says she is an eyewitness. Foxy?
Yes. So, when I was telling y'all about that first time me and T met and we had that back end conversation, this was one of the things that she mentioned. And I'm 100% unbiased because right now I don't fuck with T or Diamond. But I'm going to stand where right is right at. And when T had that phone call with myself, she said, Poozy, it's some things that I can't say, but I'm going to say. And she told me straight up that whatever happened in that meeting with her, Diamond, and Nosy, and Evans, that if her being T or Evans so much as even thought about mentioning Diamond's name on this app, that Diamond was going to sue them. Yes. So while Diamond saying that T and Evans made her look some type of way, Diamond was the only one that got protected out of that shit. And Evans and T was forced to not even speak on Diamond. So that was one of the things that me and T did. And at that time, T would come over with me because it was keeping her away from wanting to retaliate and respond. So T making that Pink Panther page was no damn different than me doing the content with the Fraggle Rock. You're not allowed to stand up to Diamond or some shit gonna happen to you. You could press play.
Yeah.
If T, I take my hat off to T because she rocked with it. She was red pilling. She met Trina. She went over with Genty. That's when she was having old boy with the long locks. What the dude name start with an M? Used to always try to catch people up on the words they said. The tall dude. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's when she wasn't really going on different panels, but she was going in different spots. And I got content that I posted to show people that at that time, when she was ordered not to say Diamond name, she was kicking it with Poozy. And I put the highlights up. It was to keep this lady that I just met distracted from the shit that was happening with her that I didn't know shit about. And it ain't been Mafia. It's been Diamond this whole time. Diamond lie like Mafia doing shit. But that lady know, we been telling Diamond, if you would just tell them to stand down, they would. Because Diamond put a hit out on me. We was on Jazz page. Shout out to Sister Code. We heard Diamond say, y'all go shut that bitch Poozy up. And they ended up bananing Jazz page. And when Jazz got her page back after that week, she said, Poozy, I need to holler at you because that hit was for you. That's how we used to talk back then because that's the shit Diamond used to fucking do. She would call shots. The motherfuckers would hear it. Then they would go and execute it. But they were so much of group thinkers and naive. Sorry, Mafia, but I got to tell the truth that they was even hitting the wrong people. Diamond did some fucked up shit in these streets.
Okay, so real quick, Poozy, I have to ask you. So you are an eyewitness to T claims when she said that she was bullied by the mafia. You're here to say that she's telling the truth?
You damn right I am. I'ma stand on the side of right, Bella.
Bella, can I ask you?
The hell she was not. That's why you ain't getting no example at tea time. You had to take it to Sister Code. No, she was not, dude.
Can I
When
ask you
T,
a question, Bella?
Thank you, Trina.
Bella, do you ever feel bullied by the mafia? Have you ever experienced that?
that's why the whole group with Nitra tweeted Angel started with myself. We was the bully Avengers.
Hold on, Poozy. Please
I
let
wanna
me.
I wanna be very clear when I say this. Over here in accountability court, we don't give a damn. We don't give a fuck. We have no dog in the fight with anything that's going on. All we do is recap what has transpired throughout the week. My experiences with anybody on this app, including the people that may be in the panel, does not dictate my ability to see right from wrong. With that being said, I am not going to speak on my personal experiences from the past about any creators because that will create bias.
I got you, Bella. Hold
Say I have no dog in the fight, I'm not speaking to shit.
I got
Especially
you, Bella, because I was in the mafia at that time. So let me say this: was the mafia hell on wheels? Absolutely. We was animals, hence where the name mafia even came from, because that's how we used to swarm. I'm talking about
Trina did
T.
give Mafia
But was
Mafia.
T a victim of that? No.
damn Trini.
See,
And Diamond. One of those. Wait, what? Oh, y'all can't hear me. One of those forces was somebody that Nosy was cool with. If we can remember, it was a random video made by a random creator that was saying, oh, it's some drama between T and Diamond. And T was the one to address it and say, no, me and Diamond never had. She was not.
Bella, that's because she lying.
It's not that. Y'all can stop trying to make it that because it's not that.
It's saying it's true, but the timing is what is different. When T got attacked by Mafia, it was more or less because people on the back end knew that there was a cease and desist on T and Evan saying Diamond's name. So the attack, to clarify, was I can understand where T probably got a sense of paranoia after the cease and desist took place with that meeting that they had. And as you're hosting, you're starting to see comments that never fucked with you before. You're starting to see new names, new fake pages. You're starting to see things like that. So when T said Mafia was attacking her and Hoover tried to validate that he was on the platform with her and there was no attacks, Hoover doesn't understand what T seen and how weird things started getting for her. That's why she's saying she was attacked by Mafia, because you do get attacked by Mafia. They just come in different forms.
Thank you, Poozy. So since Bella won't say it, I'll say it. I wasn't even on the panel long enough, and I attacked you because everybody else was allowed to attack you and dogpile you, and I didn't even know why. I was just following what everybody else was
It was
doing.
just something that we did
So
in
come on, Bella.
Mafia.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to be biased to tell the truth. The truth is the truth. So these are character witnesses that have been attacked by the mafia.
And I'm a character witness who was part of Mafia that did attacking too. We went over the old boy page when he had Shaniqua and Diamond them up in the background. I went up there like I was Billy Bad. Hey, nigga, take that shit down. That ain't how it worked. But we moved because we were protecting in our minds Diamond, and Diamond trying to act like she didn't see us doing that shit, and we did. Just own up, man. Let me smoke.
We need a mod break for to run it up and record it.
Mafia is followers. That's usually what a group is. A group, especially a mafia, have a head boss, and then everybody else fall in line and do what follow. Thank y'all for the gifts, because these people do not know the meaning of motherfucking simple ass 4-5 letter words. God damn.
When Trina rebirthed Mafia, I'm sorry, Bella, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, can we please run up the likes to about 200,000? I just want to protect the page. Again, I want to make this clear that we have no dog in the fight. We're breaking the case down. This is not an attack on anyone, any parties, any platforms. We're just getting down to the bottom of it. Poozy, she says she was an eyewitness to the things that was said and done. There are some jurors that might have witnessed things that were said and done as well, okay?
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but one thing about it, the word mafia don't have follower nowhere in the definition.
And that's what I was going to speak on. When, matter of fact, the day that we went over to, I think his name was Tyre. The day that we went over to Tyre page, if not the next day, that's when me and Trina was on the platform, and I was like, y'all motherfuckers is crucial. Y'all like some diamond knights. And Trina was like, nah, Poozy, this is motherfucking mafia. And I remember that day so fucking vividly because that was the day that I really, really got along with Trina. And I was like, hell yeah, bitch, we mafia in this motherfucker. But then a few months later, I talked to this lady named Auntie and Uncle Arthur, and they said that originally they had called themselves the mafia, but when Diamond only had 2 or 3 people, but because new mafia came in like us and we was ready to regulate, they kind of pulled themselves off from being attached to what was called mafia. So mafia has been through some stages, but the nut of it, the gist of it is that mafia forms to protect Diamond.
Okay,
To support Diamond.
You had something to say?
Okay, let me interject real quick. Hi, Bella. So Poozy is absolutely right. This is Angel. Hey, Poozy.
Hey, oh, I'm so glad you're here.
This is Angel. This is the name that everybody's been throwing around. And what I would like to ask, what I would like to ask Bella is an opportunity for me to speak uninterrupted. I'm not about shouting, cussing people out. I'm a very mild-mannered person, and I want to get clarity because my name has been brought up, and I think I should have the opportunity to speak. So, Bella, I'm asking you, will you give me the floor for a minute? I'm not going to be long-winded, but I want to bring context. I want to bring, see, this is what I'm not going to do. Okay, Bella, this is your platform. Will you give me a chance?
Okay, so, Angel, would you like to introduce yourself and
yes,
as to why you are here in the court today?
Okay, so let me just bring some context to what's going on. 2 years ago, I was a part of Diamond's platform where I would come up in the boxes. I had an interaction with another creator on the app. We had a argument. That argument spilled over and it got back to, so me and this other creator tried to work things out. When we came to a meeting of the minds, we left it at, okay, we're going to be able to coexist in one space and move forward. So when that happened, immediately after that live, Diamond opened up her live and said, what the fuck is all this going on? Angel, this and that. And she brought strife between me and this other person that made amends. So at that point, when I was trying to talk to Diamond and say, hey, Diamond, why are you kicking this off again? Me and her just made amends. Why would you bring attention right back to it? Mama C hopped in the live. Chastity hopped in the live. And when I saw that I was being bombarded, I said, you know what? I'm out of here. And I never returned. I deactivated my account on her website. I never returned. It's been 2 years. I never returned to her platform. In the meantime, I was thrown through the streets. People were because the other creator kept my name alive for 6, 8, 9 months. I'm talking about back to back, putting up pictures in the backdrop, this, that, and the other. Still, I stayed to myself. Now, immediately after that live, I would say about maybe 2 weeks after, maybe about a good week and a half after that, I got a message in my inbox from Jazz. I don't know if you all remember who Jazaria was, but it was Jazz. And she said, "Hey, Angel, do you want to come over and talk about what's been happening to you?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, I'll come over and see what's going on." When I went over to that live, that's where I met Nitra, She Pressure, which is Medina. And there was a whole host of other people. I think Poozie was over there too. Correct me if I'm wrong, Poozie. I think Poozie was over there too. And there was a
Yeah, we
whole
all met
lot.
over there.
Yeah, you're right, Poozie, because I met you over there. There was a whole panel and a whole live regarding what did Diamond do to you? What did the Mafia do to you? I never knew Nitra before. Nitra came from Diamond's live. She Pressure came from Diamond's live. They had their own issues with Mafia and they had their own issues with Diamond. So when I went to
Hold
Jazz's
on.
live,
Wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm clear while I'm writing these notes. You said that Nitra and She Pressure had a problem with Diamond back then too?
yes. So I'm going to give you
That's how we
context.
formed our coalition, the bully.
Yes, wait a minute. Hold on,
Hold on.
Poozie.
Hold on.
I'm going to give y'all all the context. Nitra and She Pressure.
Not alive, so
Nitra and She Pressure. So nobody's going to tell my story better than me. Okay, Trina? So you'll have your opportunity to say whatever you're going to say, but I was there because it happened to me. Thank you. So Nitra had an issue with Diamond, and the thing that Nitra said on Jazz's live was that Hoover and Doc sent her a threatening and bullying message saying that she needed permission from Diamond to promote her business. Am I lying, Poozie? I don't know where Poozie is.
Hell no, I was out here trying to smoke, girl, because I know you got it.
Okay, thank you, Poozie. Okay, so
Nitra,
I'm gonna give you context. So Nitra came up there saying what Diamond's posse or minions or whatever you guys want to call them had did to her. And then She Pressure, which is Medina, said that they did something to her. Medina was claiming that Trina was harassing her. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But Medina went on Jazz's live and said Trina is going around. Trina is.
Then I'm gonna have to talk.
No. Wait a minute. I don't know. I don't know if. See,
don't say me.
Wait a minute, Trina. Medina went on to Jazz's live and said that you were harassing her. I just said.
Then I'm gonna have to
see.
talk.
This is okay.
So
you can talk, Trina, but don't interrupt me. I don't do this. Please come. What is this, Bella? Trina is the common denominator, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I just said whether Medina's valid accusation on Trina is accurate, I don't know, but that's what was said on Jazz's live. And then I got a chance to speak, and I told Jazz that I really didn't have an issue until Diamond kicked the bullshit off between, and I'm gonna say her name, between me and Laugh. Now, after we got off the app, I went over to my live, and Nitra and Medina followed me to my live. I never even knew these people. They came over there, a whole host of people came over to my live, and they were saying, hey, can we want to talk about what Diamond did to us. We want to talk about what the Mafia did to us. And I was overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, where are all these people coming from? Everybody out the woodwork. Poozie came over there. It was a whole host of people that just came over there. So I'm like, okay, hold on, calm down, you guys. We need to discuss what's going on because it just seems like a lot of people are having the same issues. Now, that's when I met Tweet. Tweet saw what happened to me between what Diamond had done when me and Laugh tried to make amends. And Tweet was like, she became like a supporter, but Tweet never was in the mess. She was more or less a supporter. So after a few days passed, Trina kept coming into my lives. I had to block her several times. They kept bombarding my lives in the comments. People were getting blocked, this, that, and the other. I said, this is out of control. This is something that I don't do. I'm a middle-aged woman, and I just, this is becoming overwhelming. So they asked me, hey, Angel, why don't you start a bullying thing? Because it's a lot of us that want to come up and say the things that we felt happened at Diamond's life. So I started to think about it. In the midst of me thinking about it, there were videos being put up about me. And the videos that were being made, the person is no longer here. She's moved on. But they were being made by this particular person. I'm talking about video after video after video after video after video. I'm like, what is this? I already separated myself from these people. Why is this like continuously happening? So I began to rebuttal the videos that I was seeing. And that's when the Black Panther, I guess the Black Panther existed before this, but I started seeing like my rebuttals on the Black Panther. Now, fast forward.
That was Miss Lisa. Black Panther was Miss Lisa, girl.
Are you serious?
On game.
I did not know that. See, now there was a lot of there was a lot of rumors saying this person is this person is that. I didn't really care at the point. I really wanted to separate myself. Okay, so fast forward a little bit. Me, Nitra, and Tweet began to talk on the back end. Nitra was highly upset. Doc and Hoover threatened me. They sent me this text message saying this, that, and the other. They're calling me ops, this, that, and the other. I'm talking about she wanted war. So she kept saying, Angel, why don't you go live? Why don't you go live? I said, no, I don't want to go live. If you want to go live, you can go live and talk about what happened to you. But what happened to you didn't happen to me. Even though we have something in common that happened with us, your stuff is separate. I'm not claiming nobody threatened me or did that. You're claiming that. So Nitra wanted to continue to push the narrative. So we went back to my live and I was just hanging out. I put in block words, Diamond. I put in certain block words in my live. So when people came in, it would block out and filter everything. Because at that point, I was just like, I'm just going to separate myself completely. Nitra got mad. Nitra got mad because she was like, you can say Diamond's name, but I can't. I said, Nitra, this is my live. I don't want you saying Diamond's name on my live. I'm trying to kind of just get away from this. Well, how come you can say her name and I can't? I said, I haven't been mentioning Diamond's name. So fast forward, Medina comes up and she gets into an argument with Tweet. She was displaying some erratic behavior on my live. She was real loud and boisterous and saying Trina was doing this, that to her. It was a whole blowout on my live.
Okay,
she said, Trina, hold on. As long as I can, because I haven't talked for 2 years.
As long as you can.
Because I haven't talked for 2 years. Because I haven't talked for 2 years.
Wrap it up.
Because I haven't talked for 2 years.
All right, so this is what I will say, Angel. So one moment, please. Thank you. One moment, please. Thank you. So, Angel, I'm not sure if you recall. I'm not going to lie. This feels like a blast from the past. Only because
no, I'm bringing up context, and the reason why is because Hoover kept mentioning that I was Pink Panther, and that's so. I'm a fast forward to now. What? So, I'm not Pink Panther. I was blamed for being Pink Panther. Apparently, now this is all coming out that Tyme was Pink Panther. Now, the reason why Hoover probably thinks that is because Nitra sent Pink Panther, at the time, Pink Panther's page was going through the FYP. And we were like, oh my God, did you all see this thing that by Pink Panther? Because it was Pink Panther and it was Black Panther. Nitra said, did you guys see Pink Panther? And I was like, yeah, I saw what's going on. It was Diamond's information on there. So Nitra sent the Pink Panther. She didn't know who it was either, but she said, hey, I've been being bullied by these people. Here are the text messages that I got from Hoover and Doc. They threatened me and they were bullying me. So Pink Panther put that onto her page as a video.
Bella,
I
don't this
guess.
sound like her problem is with T and not Diamond? Because she got blamed for T's actions.
Who?
Okay.
Like, what is the point in all this? Seriously, we done got so
Okay.
far off
No,
the
so I'm here to clear my name because
your name already got cleared.
All right,
T
so
wait a minute, Trina. I don't owe you no explanation.
Bitch, you
can't
exactly.
Exactly.
You can't stand when T said it was her.
This is
that
No, because Hoover is still trying to push the narrative. The only reason why I am here.
That's all of
The only reason why I am here. Hold on.
You've been lying since you got up here.
The only reason.
Your name.
The only reason why. Trina, would you shut the fuck up, bitch?
No,
I'm sick of you. Shut the fuck up. You and the maggot that's been going through this app this whole time. I'm sick of you. You're not going to tell me what happened when I was there. You're not going to tell me what happened when I was there.
Then you try to blame Diamond
Shut the fuck up. First of all,
because you was trying to be the comedian and you wasn't funny in class. That was the real tea. And that's why we was on your ass.
Bella, can you take some type of control?
That's why
can you take some control, Bella? So I'm here to clear my. I'm here.
They have no job.
Your name been cleared.
She was doing backgrounds.
Your name been cleared.
I want y'all to wait.
I'm here to clear my no because Hoover just brought my name up 2 days ago, and the reason why.
So one moment, please. Everybody's quiet now. Hear me clearly. I don't want nobody getting their pages clipped, so let's start there. Again, excuse me, if you don't mind leaving your mic muted, I am being respectful for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Be heard, and I allowed you to be heard. I do apologize for the interruption. Now, I'm not sure if you recall, but around this time last year, if I'm not mistaken, Angel, you came up and you told your story about what happened with you and Laugh. So much so that me and her ended up having issues because I simply didn't share the live to her when the conversation happened. And I didn't even know it was getting ready to transpire. Okay? I'm not looking to have a repeat of the things that happened last year to happen all over again. You coming up to let people know that you were not Pink Panther. You're coming up to make it be known that you were accused. You coming up to let people know how you were treated by that group of people back then. I promise you was not unheard, at least not by me. I want to make that very clear. And based on the things that we are seeing in the audience, they are validating your points as well. Unfortunately, they are reporting you might want to come back because you're about to lose your page, and I don't want that to happen. So I just want y'all to understand, we cannot sit here and invalidate people's experiences that they had with other people. You can understand where one person is coming from, but not the other. That's a part of the problem. Because if I was to sit here and speak to my own experiences, the first thing y'all would say is, oh, you're biased. Not, wait a minute, but Bella actually went through X, Y, and Z. Y'all wouldn't care about what was done. It's just the fact that I'm speaking to it. Oh, she's biased. Fuck what she's talking about. That's the issues. Those things right there is the reason why shit is continuing to happen. Because the things that get done to people get swept under the rug. It gets minimized, downplayed. You have to stop doing that. I don't have to speak to my experience. For those that was there to see it, no, I ain't gotta say a fucking word. Laugh before you say it. The name was mentioned. I didn't know where the conversation was going to go as far as you. I'm not trying to have a repeat of what happened last year where you're mad at me because your name got brought up unprovoked. It happened last year. I'm not going through that again this year.
Hey, yo, I appreciate you, Bella. I appreciate that.
Because the same exact shit happened last year, but somehow it's my fault. So I'm not going to keep.
No, Bella, listen. fuck last year, okay? Fuck last year. That shit happened. This shit just happened again, and I'm ready to go back, forth and forth. Where the hell go? Let's do this shit, man. We not finna keep on doing this shit, man. Say, it's
Regina too.
Say, I don't want to hear from nobody unless you was heard at the security booth, bitch. I don't want to hear from
OG
no.
Mafia.
Okay, so let me say this, Laugh. The
No,
reason
no,
why,
no,
and
hold,
I'm not trying to get into it. No. I want you to hear the context.
hold
I mentioned that we got past
the
our issue.
phone.
The only reason why I'm here is because my name
Is
was
this
mentioned in
thing
this live.
on? Mine was
My name was
too.
mentioned in this
Hey,
live, and I
excuse
came up
me.
here to
Excuse me,
clear
Bella?
my name.
Bella?
I was already talking before I got dropped.
Did I interrupt you liars at all?
Okay,
So
I
this,
was already talking before I got dropped.
you wasn't talking when you came up. Mute it up.
I was already talking.
Mute
So
it
what
up.
we're not going to do,
Mute it
the
up.
reason why I'm here is
So
to.
Bella, I just came to let you know that I just finished.
And I'll just go ahead and say I want to be fair. So Angel, you did come up and you had the floor for a while. Her name was mentioned. Let's try to be fair and give opportunity for her to be heard too. Just how you want to be heard, her name was brought up. Laugh, before you unmute your mic, I will acknowledge that Angel said that y'all did mend fences and then it got kicked back off. Do you want to pick it up from there at least to just speak to that situation?
I want to know exactly when the fences were mended.
Oh, let me mute my mic.
Because I had thought the shit was already all right before the shit happened last year. Okay? I wasn't fucking with nobody. Definitely wasn't fucking with Angel. She came up in court and mentioned my name again, calling me a bully and all that shit, right? So again, I didn't have to be mentioned in this shit.
Wait a minute. So let's clarify, Bella. You remember last year in court? Remember when you saw my name?
We ain't gonna have this.
Remember when you saw? Can you drop Trina? Because Trina's the issue. We're trying to get some clarification
You don't
here.
let nobody finish. The
We're
bitch
trying to
always
get
wants
some
to talk. Don't let
clarification,
nobody
and she
finish.
keeps bombarding
This is a
people.
distraction. Everybody else
What
on
is
the phone.
this? This is the type of behavior that was happening 2 years ago.
Finish. You don't. This ain't your panel, bitch.
This was the type of behavior that was happening 2 years ago. The exact thing that Trina is doing. The exact thing that Trina is doing is what was happening to people 2 years ago. She's been the common denominator for the past 2 years. So anyway, to get back to my story, Hoover brought my name up 2 days ago.
She want to keep running her yellow ass teeth.
So Laugh can't speak uninterrupted.
Shit.
Hoover brought my name up 2 years ago, and I'm here to clear that. My name was brought up again today in this courtroom. Stop mentioning my name. That's it. That's it. That's all. I don't have nothing to do with Pink Panther. I don't have nothing to do with all of this crap.
Oh my God.
Hoover blamed me for 2 years, saying that I was Pink Panther and I had nothing to do with
So
it.
Laugh can't speak uninterrupted.
Keep interrupting
So
this.
Laugh can't speak uninterrupted. I'm just asking.
Laugh.
Can Laugh speak
Nobody was
uninterrupted?
talking about
Can
Laugh.
Laugh speak uninterrupted?
Nobody was talking
Can
about
Laugh
Laugh.
speak
Laugh was
uninterrupted?
brought up to bring
Can
context as to
Laugh
why
speak
I had an issue with
Can Laugh speak
Diamond. Nobody
uninterrupted?
was talking
Can
about
Laugh
Laugh.
speak uninterrupted?
Laugh was brought up to bring context as to why I had an issue with Diamond.
I'm trying to keep.
And I get a galaxy.
So for the record,
You want a galaxy, she just wants your gal.
people was thinking that I was putting the narrative out there about Diamond. Nitra was putting the narrative out there about Diamond.
Can Laugh speak uninterrupted?
She want to put her tongue on me and go
Nitra was putting the narrative out there about Diamond and people from her platform threatening and sending her messages and things like that. Not
Get the
Angel.
same respect. Can Laugh get the same respect? Can Laugh get the same respect? Can Laugh get the same respect?
I didn't have to pay.
Can
I thought
Laugh get the
Laugh
same
and
respect? Oh my
Laugh has
Angel
nothing
were
to
Can
do
having
with
a
Laugh get
back
the
this.
and
same
forth.
respect?
What does Trina got to do with
Can
this?
Laugh get the same
I thought
respect?
she said she was going to work, but that's a
Can
lie.
Laugh get
Just
the
like them
same
fucking
respect?
back
This is her
problems that
exact
she was
behavior.
doing.
This is the
Just
reason
like
why
that
I
Laugh get
fucking
the
left the
same
app for
backdropping
2 years
respect?
business
because
that
I
she
didn't want to be
failed
a
at. She
part of this.
failed at
Can
My
Laugh
everything,
get the
name
even
same
taking
changed
her
and
respect?
me
motherfucking
being
mouth
caught up.
shut and
You
on
guys,
mute.
Can
I'm
Laugh
gonna
get the
stand
same
up for
respect?
myself. You
Control
guys are
her
not gonna
fucking nerve.
bombard
Don't
me
know
long
how to
Can Laugh get
enough.
the
control
same
shit. Can't
respect?
control her
Take some
motherfucking mouth.
medication.
Can't control her fucking joints.
Can Laugh get the same respect?
This has nothing to do with
Can
Laugh.
Laugh get the same respect? Since Laugh was brought up,
Laugh was brought up to bring context as to why I had an issue with
So
Diamond.
Bella, you allowed her to speak. Can Laugh speak?
I mean, are you all not listening? Laugh was brought up to bring context as to why I had an issue with Diamond.
Let a
Simple
nigga
as
go
that.
So
back,
can
All right, so
So Poozy, you know the truth, Poozy. Poozy was there the whole time.
go ahead, Laugh.
I was going to
okay,
say,
So go
so
ahead, Laugh.
hold on.
so if
So,
Poozie
and
know
I'm
the
not gonna
truth,
lie. In this case, I understand, Angel, that you might not be feeling what Trina had to say. Drop, I understand you might not be feeling what Trina is saying. Please don't report nobody. But respectfully, Angel, please allow Laugh to respond. You
Sure, go ahead. I was
thank
just letting her know I didn't bring her up out of maliciousness. I was making context as to why I had an issue with Diamond. It piggybacked off of the situation that me and Laugh had. So I had a personal issue with Diamond because of the situation of me and Laugh, and that's how I came in contact with Nitra and Medina. I hadn't met them prior to that. So that's the reason why I brought Laugh's name up. I wasn't maliciously trying to attack her, but I had to bring reference to as to why I had an issue with Diamond. That's what I wanted to say.
right. So I understood the context. I did. Laugh, you have the floor. We're gonna allow you to speak. No.
nah, you know what, Bella? This right here ain't nothing but to piss me off, and I really can't be pissed off. She did this shit last year. If you mentioning what happened with Diamond, there was no reason to mention my name at all. You had an issue with Diamond because you had an issue with Diamond. You had an issue with me because you always had an issue with me. That's it, that's all. And it came out because everybody was fucking with you. And I didn't know that everybody was fucking with you. Had I known that they had already been talking about your houndstooth jacket and your flats and purses for a week, I wouldn't have never said nothing about you. But when you turned your camera on and showed us some shit again, and I said something, you felt like Laugh was the weakest link. And everything you felt about me came out. And shit, you thought I was just gonna lay down and take it. Nah, we started dropping your emojis in the chat. It went down because I'm ready to go back, forth and forth.
Okay, so Laugh, they are saying in the audience, so you're admitting that she was being bullied.
No, she was not being bullied. At that time, let me finish. At that time, everybody was taking their old pictures and putting them behind them. And everybody was getting roasted about their old pictures. She couldn't handle the roast. Okay?
Okay, so
And if you couldn't handle the roast, you
I
should have
knew Laugh
stayed
for 2
out of it
months.
because
I
you
only knew her
laughed
for
at
2 months.
everybody else.
One moment, please. One moment, please.
You laughed at everybody else. So if you couldn't handle the roast, you should have stayed out of it. Cause I always get roasted, nigga. What? Everybody was roasting. Back then, that's what we did. It wasn't all this doxing and stupid shit. All we did was got on her and laughed. It was fun back then, and she couldn't handle the shit. I'm telling y'all,
Don't speak for me. Don't say I
fucking
couldn't handle
different.
anything. Laugh, I only knew you for 2 months. The reason why me and you got into it was because I wanted you to have boundaries. You weren't allowed to play with me like that because I wasn't cool.
Okay, listen, both you guys. All right. Okay, Angel, we're gonna let Laugh finish. We're gonna definitely let her finish. When Laugh is done, we will let you respond.
Nobody bullied her. At that time, everybody who can really say what happened, know that I'm not lying. It wasn't no fucking bullying. Everybody was putting their old pictures up and getting roasted. She decided to take us through her ancient ass house, and people was roasting her for them flats and shit she was showing us. I wasn't even there the whole time. But when I came back and she was still doing it, me and her, we had a relationship to where we used to roast each other. And it was okay. So I thought. So so when it really came out, oh, she had a lot to say about me. A whole lot that I didn't even know. So yeah, it went down, nigga. We started dropping bald heads and flats and purses in the chat, nigga. It went down because you started messaging me. You told me, what the fuck did you tell me about my kids, bitch? What the inboxes? Show them the shit that you inboxed me, ho. I ain't send you nothing but hearts, bitch. You told me I shouldn't be a mother, ho. Fuck you. Drop your bald heads and your purses and your flats in the chat if you know I ain't lying, bitch. I don't bully nobody. You hoes come at me first, ho. And I show y'all what it is, bitch.
When am I gonna be able to talk? Cause I'm not gonna be too many bitches, bitch.
All right, so
Bitch, you gonna be a bitch until I finally
First of all, I never was your friend. I never knew you. We
all
never.
right, so
bitches, you
before
gonna
y'all
be
both
some
speak, so the audience understand why we are here in this moment. All right. So we are here in this moment. Angel came up, said that she was accused of being the Pink Panther page by Hoover. Also said that she was bullied by the mafia. She said that when she had a discrepancy with Laugh, her and Laugh mended fences, and I got to put the air quotes now because Laugh is saying otherwise. She said they mended fences, and then the creator went live and kicked the shit back off all over again. Now we're hearing Laugh's point of view. Laugh is saying that one, she didn't know there was an issue up until the roast happened. She's saying that Angel couldn't handle the jokes that was being done. Everybody was posting each other's pictures, but Angel took it personal. Because Angel took it personal, Angel inboxed Laugh allegedly. Inbox Laugh, said some fly shit to her that wasn't considered nice, and that's when motherfuckers was on her ass and started dropping the emojis with no hair and shit like that. So in other words, Laugh is saying, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. She started it, so they finished it, is what Laugh is saying. However, Angel is saying, hey, look, I didn't think that the shit was funny. I felt like I was being bullied. The jokes that y'all was doing, posting my pictures and all that, I ain't really have a rapport with y'all like that for y'all to be playing with me like that, okay? So if both sides being heard, like, respectfully, y'all dropping, so one moment please, y'all dropping the bald head emojis in the comments right now, y'all kind of walking into her point.
They're bullying, right?
Y'all literally walking into the point. That was what
And
how
like she
long ago, and
said,
y'all
she
are doing it
mentioned
now. Y'all are actively walking.
right.
I love